let's go ahead and do our open. So we're gonna be looking at any news.
Like, how do you do, fellow?
We're gonna be reacting to cast, all information about the upcoming film Thor: Love and Thunder, the 4th installment in the Marvel Thor franchise. Now, I have 2 logos because IMDb has both, and
I like this one. It feels very Knight Rider.
So I think this one's been around longer. This might be
what's
like
the
an
cats?
updated
The
official
cat,
one.
the cats cartoon, the superhero cats.
What?
The superhero cats.
Thundercats?
Thundercats.
Okay, so
Thundercats.
Go back.
There, it's Thundercats.
This one feels like Conan the Barbarian.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Which Thor's a little Conan.
Which is, and they should lean into that. And then the next one feels like, Knight Rider, Thundercats, a lot of
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a style.
Very.
Yeah. Well, maybe they have both. Maybe they're like, our callbacks to the 80s is that still popping? Not sure. If it's not,
this movie will be popping.
This movie will be popping.
No. This movie is gonna be good because it's Marvel. Everybody wants
You're
to
straight
see
white
Thor.
man using them. This movie will be popping.
You said popping. You said popping. So I'm using the word popping.
Sheesh. You can't even put an I in at the end. You're so freaking white.
I'm sorry for being white. What I was trying to say, because you used the word popping, I was going off with
I said popping.
Okay.
And I made it sound natural, and you're like, yeah, this movie's going to be really popping.
Never mind. I forgot what I was going to say.
You were talking about popping. Thundercats. I don't mean to laugh at you every episode, Joshua, but sometimes you say things.
Look, I think this is a 2021 movie. This is not a 2022 movie.
Well, it's coming out this summer.
It is. I think, like we talked about last season, somehow 2021 had this kind of background 80s. It kind of had this feel to it with media.
Mm-hmm.
And I think their idea was to get this movie out in 2021.
No,
they don't want it to compete.
No, I think Taika Waititi is really just leaning on the classic themes, and he's always done like he's always done like the classic 80s retro music in a lot of his movies pre-Thor.
Okay.
With a lot of electronic themes.
Yeah.
And you can definitely tell it's his style when you hear the music.
Mm-hmm.
It's very familiar if you've seen a bunch of his films. And I think they're just leaning hard into this.
Also, Ragnarok was so wacky and everything. I mean, it's going to be another Taika Waititi Thor. That's what it's going to be. There is, however, a lot of theories, a lot of confirmations about
a lot of popping
about this movie.
Popping?
There's a lot of things popping. And we're going to try to hit some things that we really care about, I guess. So let's go ahead and try to go through them. First, Guardians will show up in this film.
Yeah.
Also, Thor is as big as Thor probably was in the comics in real life.
Yeah. He sucked that gut up into his arms.
He's distributed.
He's redistributed the wealth.
So he kind of, instead of like taking fat from your ass and then put it in your lip, he did it in his arms.
Look, it's muscle.
How do you think Chris Pratt, he's over there working out, got all of his muscles covered up, and he's standing next to this
monstrosity.
Yeah, but like, look at his height difference.
I know there's a height difference.
Chris is probably tall.
No, Chris is tall. Compare him to everybody in Parks of Rec. He towers over everybody.
Yes.
Now look at him standing next to Chris.
Yes, the classic TV show Parks of Rec.
Parks of Rec.
That's what you said. You said Parks of Rec.
Parks of Rec.
Parks of Rec.
Parks and Recreation. Parks and Recreation. So he's huge. You got Taika Waititi. He's playing. What's his character's name again? Korg. Everybody loves Korg.
I was just
trying.
trying.
He says it with a.
I was trying to say it in the accent. Korg.
Oh, hi, Thor.
I'm Korg.
Oh, hi, Thor.
This is Meek. He's got nice hands.
Yeah. Here's a few more Guardians that we see, or people in the franchise for Guardians.
Look, he's got the arrow.
he do.
Craglin's,
is that the arrow?
Craglin's got the arrow.
He's the one with the arrow.
I know, but I didn't catch that.
Good.
That he's got this behind the scenes photo. All right, look, it's pretty interesting.
What's up with a random dude with a mustache?
He's a filmmaker.
You
A mustache? So I'm allowed to have a mustache because I'm a filmmaker?
That's a skinny dude.
Holy crap.
My man needs a sandwich.
Give that man a sandwich. They're giving all your food to Chris.
He's starving on set because Chris is like,
I'm the one who's going to be on screen.
And he's like,
I'm Thor.
Mr. Hemsworth, can I please have a hamburger?
No. I'll just have another. Yeah, he's so little, man. And he's really pasty. This is what Joshua would look like if he grew. Just kidding.
Walk around.
Yeah, just kidding. It looks kind of warm. I think that's a bad choice for, like, why is he wearing? Never mind. He do what he wants. All right, so we got Volume 4 or Volume 3 of Guardians is not the last time we're seeing the Guardians. They're clearly in Thor, and I think they play a pretty big role in Thor.
And their TV show that's coming.
Fake TV show.
Fake news.
Well, that's
everybody.
wishful thinking.
Their TV show that's coming.
Fake news.
Don't listen to Josh, y'all. Don't ever.
Their TV show that's coming.
Yeah. All right, first off, they announced a while back that we will see Jane Foster.
Or a version of Jane Foster.
Natalie Portman's coming back.
I think she's just gonna be Thor, like female Thor,
I'm pretty sure Screen Rant confirmed that. Actually.
or a version of Jane Foster that is Thor.
So let me skip over this and we'll come back to it. And let me skip over this. So it's already Screen Rant said this. I don't know where they said it, but I think just even by giving her the hammer and everything, we are confirming that Jane is becoming the mighty Thor, which is the female Thor, who is the one who ends up with the hammer long term. So it looks like they are setting up Natalie Portman's character to become the mighty Thor, the female version. There's another character that comes later that we will get into.
Oh, sorry about that. Hey, I'm here to tell you guys about the Patreon. We got a Patreon going. We got a bunch of tiers that you guys can look at. You can see all the podcasts and Wacky Wonderful Show episodes a week early. So definitely head over there, find a tier that fits, what you want to watch and enjoy. I'll let you get back to the podcast.
But first, I want to talk about this cast, man. First off, go ahead and check out that top corner
Christian
up
Bale.
there.
Yeah.
Gore the God Butcher. Yeah. Sick.
You want to hear something interesting? I read this. Christian Bale said, I'm uninterested in ever doing Marvel superhero stuff. Apparently, Taika Waititi went to him and said, Christian, will you just read the script and then get back to me? He won over Christian to be in the movie, Taika Waititi, by the interesting nature of the character in the script. So I have high hopes for this film, and I'm guessing he's the villain, obviously. I believe Gore the God Butcher is literally, it's in the name.
He butchers gods.
Well, I think he was like crafted by some other people to be a god killer, and he's the villain for the thing. I'm not super read up on comics.
You know what
in
would
fact,
make him
I'm zero read up.
A really good villain?
What?
If they just
put a little makeup.
got rid of the
just lasered it right off.
Yeah.
Zoop.
Yeah, I think they did that to Tom Holland.
You think they got rid of a mole?
He had one on his chin.
Did he?
For years.
I think he did. It's probably
He
possible.
doesn't anymore.
I'm gonna Google this.
It's probably. I think I know what you're talking about.
Let's stay on this topic. What are you doing?
I want to Google Tom
the
Holland's
people
mole.
the people can Google Tom Holland's mole.
But we won't get
I
confirmation.
want to talk about Russell Crowe as Zeus.
Oh yeah. Okay. The thing is, there's so many things to talk about.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
all these characters we know.
Okay. Yeah. We got.
But
this.
Zeus?
Zeus?
Well, Christian Bale and Zeus are the big returns, or the big starts, and then Natalie Portman's the return.
Yeah.
Well, Zeus hasn't been in any of
That's
these.
what I'm saying.
No,
Christian
he's
Bale,
not a return.
He's
Gore, and Zeus are
newcomer.
new. Natalie's the return.
The big return.
So, do you think so? Russell's become Last time I saw him, he's a little bit.
I think he's gonna play a more Anthony Hopkins. Style.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna be like this old
beard. You know.
Do you think we'll see him, handle any lightning?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we might.
Zeus throwing lightning against Thor throwing lightning.
Ooh, sick.
That's
Jane Foster's Thor throwing lightning. And
a 3-way lightning throw.
But there could be a fourth.
There could be a fourth, and we'll get to that in a second.
I'm so excited.
So let's go to this other list. Okay, first, I'm just saying, I'm very excited about Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I trust, for the most part, Christian Bale's nature on artistic expression and choosing roles that. Because I know Christian Bale has been an actor since childhood. He is one of, we've talked about on this podcast
played a better
before.
Batman than Robert Pattinson.
Well, he's
we don't even know yet.
He is an actor who sees the craft as an art form and not as, a way to be a superhero, to make good money.
He's so pretentious.
Yes.
You're saying pretentious.
Absolutely.
Yeah, pretentious.
No, he is definitely above roles. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh, you gotta draw your line in the sand.
But so is Jake Gyllenhaal. There's a whole list of people that are like tried and proven, just in it for the craft of acting.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm not a fan of Jake Gyllenhaal's character in Marvel.
You don't have to be a fan of everything they've done. I'm just saying.
You're whack. He killed that role.
He did a great role. It was just a trash role.
Good, but it's just I didn't like that.
The character.
The character. It's not.
He embodied everything that character.
No, he did a great job.
Perfect on-screen version.
It was a weird villain to choose for a second film in a Star Wars.
You guys are whack.
Star Wars role.
I mean,
did he just say a Star Wars
Spider-Man?
Role?
Pretentious.
Look, I'll take it.
Us?
If you want to label me as pretentious, look, I'm just saying I trust Christian Bale's intuition.
Yeah.
And I believe that if I'm being really honest, and this is not going to win me any points with the audience, but I'm entitled a little bit. I didn't enjoy Ragnarok as much as everyone else did.
Yeah, no.
And a big part of it is because of Hulk.
Yeah, because they absolutely, totally
just undercut
words. The words I'm trying to say. Yeah, no, I wanted it to be Hulk and Thor throughout the movie. Hulk and Thor. Hulk and Thor. I thought it was going to be like a buddy cop.
Thor and Hulk.
Or Thor and Hulk. Either way, I thought it was going to be a buddy cop movie through space. Or on Sakaar.
Yeah.
But that's not what it was.
That's not what we got.
No.
Now, there was aspects of Ragnarok that were a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of fun. But, there was issues. I
was disappointed with Hela. She was my big disappointment.
Okay.
She had no character development. But
what
I think this character could be a really good bad guy.
Yeah, and the thing is, I personally at this point trust Christian Bale to look at a screenplay story like Ragnarok and say, this has a lot of things that are uninteresting to me, because he's seen all the other Marvel films and said they are uninteresting to him. He took this script by Taika Waititi and said, I'm interested.
Yeah.
So I trust that. I believe this might be one of my favorite, hopefully, because of Christian Bale alone.
And because of Russell Crowe. What about Russell Crowe?
Are you gonna Russell Crowe said yes to that Noah role.
That is true.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that. That kind of I take at Russell Crowe and then Noah and then throw it over there. It doesn't count.
So, seeing what Taika Waititi's done in the past, he's a great filmmaker.
Oh yeah, I'm not questioning that.
And I think he brought Thor back on the right track with Ragnarok, even though there's some, things that aren't as great in Ragnarok as they could have been. But I think if this movie continues on that direction, I think it'll be really good.
Yeah.
Making improvements.
Yeah, definitely making improvements. Now,
next line.
This is...
What about Jason over here?
Jason.
as new Asgardian, uncredited.
Yes. So it's interesting. I think they actually are hiding. As actor Odin. Oh,
Yeah,
as actor
so
Odin.
he played the
as actor Thor.
Yeah,
As be on the previous
Matt
one.
Damon
As actor Loki. Okay.
and Luke Hemsworth as well.
Yeah. So, returning Jamie up at the top.
Yeah, we haven't seen Sif in a long time.
Yeah.
Feels like forever. Last time we saw her was in Loki.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she was just like a reoccurring dream.
Mm-hmm.
The show Loki? That hasn't been that long.
Yeah, but I mean she was only in it for like one scene, but we haven't seen her in a Thor movie in a while.
Yeah.
True.
So, what do you think about? Was Sam Neill in the other one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then never mind. But there are aspects of Ragnarok I can't remember for some reason. But that aside, let's get into something interesting.
Yeah.
So
The
we
new
already
weapons?
addressed this.
New weapons?
It's been confirmed according to Screen Rant that Jane Foster is going to become Thor woman. I don't know how she's going to gain these powers, but she's gonna.
I think it's going to be an alternate dimension.
Yeah, it's not going to
Alternate
be
timeline.
the timeline we think of as Jane Foster.
Oh, it's not going to be the
Yeah.
Jane. Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. It's going to be a version of Jane Foster.
Okay.
Not gonna be Jane Foster.
That makes more sense to me. And then we have the issue of weaponry.
Yeah.
That
and
doesn't
this-
look like a hammer.
Now,
It also doesn't look like the
yes,
other axe either.
Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker.
Yes, and if according to canon, there are like 3 big weapons that surround the Thor universe. Obviously, we have the hammer, which does end up falling into the hands of
The Mjolnir.
the mighty Thor,
See,
Mjolnir.
Now I figured what happened. The events that I've seen is usually it's Thor has this one Mjolnir, and then he makes Stormbreaker for another character, and I've never seen Yarnbjorn.
So there's theories. This is not confirmed, but there's a lot of theories that we are going to get this weapon,
Yeah.
Yarnbjorn, in
What is that all
this
across
film.
his shoulder?
Because what we believe is going to happen is he is going to gift Hammer Mjolnir to the mighty
Jane.
Thor, Jane.
I think she's gonna already have it.
She might, maybe.
Yeah.
And then he has Stormbreaker. Well,
What
there's
is over his shoulder? Is that a paw?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It
Looks
kind
like
of
a
looks
paw.
like maybe he has like a skin or something on his.
maybe this is
shoulder.
just something from the comics. Who is this? What?
Dude, Beta Ray Bill.
Who is this?
So Beta Ray Bill is a hero from his world who in some of the comics, in some of the iterations, is transporting or help transporting his people who are like in a cryosleep through space away from danger.
Yeah.
And he's the only one who's like awake on the ship. In one of the TV shows I watched, Thor encounters him. Thor goes out to see what's going on with the ship, and Beta Ray Bill wakes up and starts fighting Thor. Thor throws the hammer at him, and it misses and lands on the ground. But then Beta Ray Bill picks it up, starts channeling
So he
lightning.
has
Yeah, so he's
worthy.
worthy. He's a true hero. Yeah.
What? He's essentially Khan, kind of
He's what?
Khan.
Khan.
From
Star
Star
Trek?
Trek.
Khan.
The Wrath
Khan?
of Khan. The Wrath of Khan.
No, he's not a villain. He's a hero.
Yeah, but like his crew is asleep. He's transporting his crew. Such.
Yeah, sort of. But he's like genetically altered by his people, at least in what I read.
Like
he
Khan.
also encounters Hulk in the Planet Hulk storyline.
Okay.
Hulk is captured on Sakaar, forced to fight in the gladiatorial battles, and his final opponent is Beta Ray Bill. And using the electricity of the hammer,
Which
it breaks the things on their neck that keep them under control. But he lays the beat down on Beta Ray Bill. He lives, but he does fly away.
Okay, I need to ask. According to what I've seen in the comics, Beta Ray Bill's weapon,
Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker.
Yeah.
So if If they introduce him, then that means he's getting Stormbreaker. If they most likely are going to, because they already created Stormbreaker.
Yeah.
For the shows. And she's gonna have she's gonna have Mjolnir.
But we could see we never know what Marvel Studios is gonna do with the adaptation of the characters. We could see like an alternate reality where there was no Thor and he never made this version of Stormbreaker. Yeah. And so we might see Beta Ray Bill's version, the gold Stormbreaker.
Perhaps. See, we've opened up in multiverse so much that could be possible.
Absolutely. And this is,
I mean, we could literally have a version of whore.
Yeah. Whore. Yep. There's those as well.
Of Thor being a whore.
Yeah. Walking the streets.
I was going to say Thor with a marshmallow hammer. Ding, ding.
You could see any version, essentially.
And an infinite number of them.
And we've already seen
and a whore Thor.
Yeah. So look, there's good evidence, and I think good theorizations that there might be, if they try to stay close to the comics, there might be a graduation to this new weapon.
Yeah, big axe.
He goes full axe.
Big axe.
Full axe, man. And that is something I'm very interested in seeing.
Yeah. But, we could also continue to see the Stormbreaker that we know alongside Beta Ray Bill's Stormbreaker.
Could be.
Yeah.
I'm also going to say this. I think they're wrapping up Thor.
Right.
I think they truly are wrapping up Thor as a character, even if they have story to tell yet. I think they're introducing the next generation for the Thor replacements, which is going to be the Mighty Thor. Maybe if Natalie Portman signs on to keep doing these.
Or Beta Ray Bill. Dude. Killer
Or
character.
Or
what?
Or could be either one.
Yeah, it could be both.
It could be the Mighty Thor and Beta Ray Bill as Thor, flies off into a dimension or sacrifices himself or something,
I'm down.
So a lot could happen here, but they
Beta Ray
definitely are introducing the next generation for the replacement of Thor.
I want more Beta Ray Bill. He's there's like a statue of his head on Sakaar. On the Grandmaster's Tower.
Really?
Where Hulk's head is kind of at the top. It's on like one of the sides is like a Beta Ray Bill head.
Sick. It's kind of horsey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Beta Ray Bill's head is a little horse-like.
Yeah. Gosh, he's cool.
I mean, I don't know. I think this might be fan art, but I liked it.
It's some of the coolest fan art I've seen.
Yeah. Fans, we're out here. Well, the thing is, we're participants. We out here doing the best.
I'm not a fan.
Well, you don't do this kind of art.
I'm not a fan.
Okay.
You're not a fan?
I'm a fan.
Real quick, we need to wrap up this opener, but I wanted to point out a few things.
The actor versions.
The actors. These are behind the scenes pictures. It looks like a stage for the actors.
Yeah, they're gonna do another one of these plays.
And I don't know if this is a stage or if this is like a setup in a different environment for an actual scene.
Yeah.
Because this looks like something.
Well, it looks like the stage is still there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see.
But it's different.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's designed the same though. So yeah, we'll see what the whole point of it is. Why are they just releasing just these pictures? You know what I mean? Seems a little whack. But I'm excited to see this. I think they did not. This is going to be the next big thing for Marvel since they just came out with No Way Home, and I don't think it's probably going to hit as hard as No Way Home did because we're not as anticipating as much. But I think it's going to do really well.
I think it could be like the best Thor movie yet.
Oh, probably definitely the best Thor movie.
It absolutely has potential.
My hopes are there because Christian Bale's in it.
Yeah.
And if Christian Bale signed on, I'm like, I trust Christian.
And maybe Beta Ray Bill.
Maybe Beta Ray Bill.
I think they missed out on an opportunity to have Christian Bale play Beta Ray Bill. Beta Ray Bale.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you aren't aware, this was taken from a full podcast episode. So if you enjoyed the conversation, if you had a great time listening to us, you can check out the whole episode. It was a good time recording it. So I'm sure if you enjoyed this, you'd have a great time listening to the long form content. Just go check out Wiseworks Podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Rumble, a lot of different places. Just go check it out, and thanks for watching.